So once it's time for you to go ahead and depart sunnfun, you're going to want to go ahead and comply with the departure procedure. And that is, first off, if you're departing VFR and the field is currently IFR, you cannot even taxi without an IFR clearance. So wait till the weather's better if you're planning on departing VFR. Once the weather's VFR, go ahead and place that VFR sign in your window. Just like when you came in with that gap sign or whatever parking sign you had there on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, go ahead and place a sign in your window that says VFR to indicate to the flagman that you're going to depart VFR. Before you start taxiing, monitor Lakeland departure ATIS on 118.025 for the taxi information.
Lakeland sunnfun departure information, Charlie. All aircraft taxi via permitted taxiway to runway 27 left or right. Have your run-up complete prior to reaching the runway. Aircraft needing assistance, contact Sunnfun Advisory 126.07. Watch for instructions from the air traffic controllers wearing orange shirts. Then, monitor tower frequency 127.85 on the south side of runway 27 left. Do not read back clearances unless requested by the controller. 8,500 feet available for aircraft departing full length. 6,500 feet available from runway 523. Squawk 1200. Fly straight out for at least 3 miles before making any turns. Aircraft with an IFR flight plan on file. Depart VFR if able. If eastbound, contact Orlando approach on 119.4. If northwestbound, contact Jacksonville approach on 128.67. If south or southeastbound, contact Miami Center on 127.2. If westbound, contact Tampa approach on 119.9 for your IFR clearance. Due to the extreme volume of traffic, there may be a delay in obtaining your clearance. Remain clear of Tampa and Orlando Class Bravo airspace. Arrivals expected to resume at 1900 local.
When you're ready to taxi, do not contact ground control. Again, this is listening only. You're not making radio calls to anyone. Follow the flagman's directions and they'll direct you out onto the taxiways towards the active runway. You'll basically just follow the big long line of airplanes and you'll probably wind up about 40 or 50 deep. Don't worry, it goes by pretty quick. Once you're out there on the taxiway, you're going to go ahead and follow the line of traffic all the way out to the runways. Now, if you're departing runway 9 left or 27 right, you'll monitor 133.12. If you're departing runway 9 right or 27 left, you'll monitor 127.85. Now, if you forget that, be sure to write it down, but if you can't find the piece of paper, then simply just look at the big old sign next to the side of the runway and it tells you what frequency to monitor. Again, you won't call anybody, you're just going to listen and monitor. As you pull up onto the runway, they'll go ahead and call you and tell you when you can depart. You'll see the FAA air traffic controllers on little elevated platforms they call Gators near the runway departure points. They'll call you again by color and type and let you know when you can go.
Saratoga to the green cones and hold. Passport just right on up behind the Saratoga. Beam me here. 99 Lima 27 right, clear for takeoff. Bonanza just keeps coming right on up right beside me here. Lights forward, 27 right's clear for takeoff. Bonanza right up to the green cones and hold.
After you depart, make sure you proceed straight out for at least 3 miles before proceeding on course. And as you can see here when we took off, they were telling everyone to make a slight right turn, 10 degrees right if you're coming off of runway 27 right.
Right to the green cones, a little right.
Off of 27 right, guys. Once you're airborne, 10 degrees to the right. Off 10 to the right. Watch out for the traffic coming off the other side there and continue on out for 3 miles before you turn on course.
And then once we hit that 3 mile point, we went ahead and made our left turn southbound, keeping a good eye out for all sorts of traffic. It is pretty busy out there. You're flying towards the Bravo airspace as well if you're heading out west. So you got a lot of airplanes in front of you, to the side of you, all around you. Keep a close eye out. It's a great idea to be flying in and out of sunnfun with 2 pilots on board. Be really alert for a lot of airplanes trying to depart, especially after 1800 Eastern. So after 6 p.m. local, the airport's opening up again. After the air show, a lot of guys are trying to leave for the day, and a lot of guys are trying to come back in to go ahead and camp for the night, the guys who didn't make it in before the airport shut down earlier that day. Remember that all those arrivals are following the same arrival route that you did. They're coming in from the north, coming in from Lake Parker, and then proceeding southbound towards the airport, approaching the airport from the north side. So it's a great idea to proceed outbound for those 3 miles and then go ahead and turn on course. Maybe turn south first, or just stay away from all those inbound aircraft coming in from Lake Parker. Be sure you use special caution for the parachute jumping activity around the Zephyr Hills Airport, ZPH, and Blackwater Creek Ultralight Airport, 9 Foxtrot Delta 2. And believe it or not, those Gators actually do stand for something: Ground Air Traffic Operational Remote. So your little air traffic controls, departing is a little bit easier than arriving, but be sure you're complying with the procedure, and the course isn't just over yet. Go ahead and review some of the other lessons we have after this one that tell you about things like VFR holding, over Lake Parker and Lake Hancock if that goes into effect, and some of the other oddball things you might run into when you're flying into SunFun. Also, go ahead and right below this video there's a link to view the entire full NOTAM for SunFun 2018. Be sure you print that out and have that on board in the aircraft with you so you can reference it if you need to as you're flying in and flying out.